ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Green Bay Packers. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Mayfield on play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for Minnesota. I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Cook. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Again, it's Cook. And he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. Mayfield going to take it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Baker Mayfield, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point by Butker is on target, and it's now a 7-0 game. after the touchdown. Here's Butker on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now Wilson on first down. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on first down is Jones, but he's not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's second down. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
Second down, another shot for Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Wilson. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, Packers. Michael Thomas, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Josh Lambo now for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. But I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they come in losers of 2 straight. And remember, they've got the open date on their calendar next weekend. But you think it's vitally important, Charles, that they focus on the task at hand here?
Absolutely, because these players, they know what's coming up. And the difference between taking time off following a win versus doing so on a 3-game losing streak, that's absolutely huge, because they may come back if they lose this game to a facility, and there may be new faces in there and some teammates lost.
Running the jet sweep, Landry. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. An excellent run there coming from out wide.
And we used to consider these jet sweeps to be gadget plays or something a little bit unusual, right? But now most teams have some version of this play in their playbook. And I think it's a lot because of the receivers that are being developed nowadays. These guys look like running backs, even though they're playing out on the perimeter.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He'll find Aguara complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 28.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Wilson will throw again. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Aguara. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and 8.
These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. Jones will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Packers 14, Vikings 7. Josh Lambo set to kick off.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They go play action. Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
On 1st down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now.
Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Really nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week. And a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw it on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play on the football.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities. And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Minus 50, minus 50. Squeeze, double. Run.
Mayfield to throw it. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. And this is going to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. A check down here to Jones. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Packers.
Now a first down carry by Jones. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 44 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
To throw is Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-7.
Vikings 7.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
Their bench made it at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield, and that is incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Hey, alert 33.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Harrison Butker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now. than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And, Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Wilson. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
First down, Green Bay.
Play action. It's Wilson. Thomas brings it in. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Wilson to throw. Touchdown! Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Packers add on to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 10.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Play fake. Mayfield. And he fires one incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. We ain't giving up nothing.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Man, I got you, I got you, I got you, I got you. Mike 27, Mike 27, Mike 27. Go, go, go.
1st down, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Kings.
Mike's 50.
I got him.
Mike 50.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. Now a dump off here complete. First down and much more here for Jones. And finally down at the 41-yard line.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 95 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They go play action with Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
So second and 10 at the Vikings 19-yard line.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, and it's fourth down. The kick by Lambeau is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Josh Lambo set to kick off.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Takes it at the 7. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 33-yard line.
Let's go.
Mayfield now. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
Throwing, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Robinson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
51 the mic, boy. 51. How you getting this?
They go play action. Mayfield rolling to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Now a throw here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Mayfield to throw it. Got a man and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Vikings 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
offense ready to get their next drive underway. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Sideline throw, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some room to roam now. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Wilson. Open man left side. It's the tight end, DeGuara. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. On 1st down, Jones. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 103 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's brought down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have...
And it's a Packers touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Packers look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Vikings 17.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. He's at the 40, 20. He will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
Here's Mayfield. Robinson's got it. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A first down throw for Mayfield. And this one is incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Dawson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And again, it's Mayfield. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
He'll dump this off to Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
6 at the Packers' 7-yard line.
Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ping, ping, ping. Quick dash. Go, go.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Let's pick it up.
Alert, alert, alert.
Get off the field.
On third down, Mayfield. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And Mayfield again with the interception. His 3rd. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Packers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll work this forward for about 3. It's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
141 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And a Packer first down.
Check the 52 for the ball.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
8 yards on the pickup, brings up 2nd and 2.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Heck of a broken tackle, but only able to work this down near the 23. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Play fake. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
50's the mic. 50's the mic. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
27-yard line.
Mayfield off the play fake. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Mayfield. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Robinson. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mayfield now. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.